Hey everybody, I'm Joey and I am your subconscious trainer. I teach you to go within for all of the answers that you need and have. Everything is within you. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit that bell because I got a lot of videos coming your way all about subconscious training and the subconscious mind and how powerful it is when you tap into it. And it doesn't take a lot of work. I know Byron Katie's thing is called The Work, and it is work, but when you go to the subconscious mind, you can really bypass a lot of your rational and analytical part of your mind that is telling you, no, I can't do this, and no, this is too hard, or I have to repeat it so many times to like really bring it to life, right? Something that you want or something that you're trying to get over, whatever it is. And a lot of times it's these thoughts that just keep going around and around and around and around your head. Right? So Byron Katie talks about the work, which is taking a thought that you, maybe it's a relationship issue, he doesn't love me or she doesn't love me, or maybe something that you're just dealing with on an ongoing basis, a personal self-esteem issue. I mean, it could be many things, right? And usually it's very much just in the back of your head a lot, all the time. Some kind of negative thought that you keep thinking, the self-talk, and you're so used to it, you barely even know it's there sometimes. And then other times it just overcomes you and you just can't seem to break free, right? You just can't seem to break free. So Byron Katie's work is all about asking these 4 questions, okay? So the 4 questions, and I apologize for my wonderful handwriting. The 4 questions are, is it true? You ask that question, is it true? So you state the statement, and then, is that true? Second question, can I absolutely know it to be true? So what Byron Katie's doing there is she's kind of getting you more focused, more into, like we're going to go over here in a minute, the subconscious, more into an alpha state, like really starting to focus on this issue. So, you know, we continually rattle around like it's automatic, but let's slow it down and really assess. Is what I'm saying to myself over and over and over again true? Is this really true? Okay? And so you ask that question, then you ask it again, do I know it to be true? And then the third question, who am I when I believe this to be true? Who am I when I believe this to be true? How does it make you feel? And on and on and on, right? Fourth, who would I be without this thought? How would you feel without the thought? Who would you be without the thought? And you take the time to really assess that, okay? And once you go through those 4 questions, then the final step is you turn it around. It's called turning it around, because the work is seeing that you can control your thoughts on, okay? So turn it around, switch that statement. So, you know, my partner doesn't care about what I have to say. And, you know, you could go through but to turn it around, you would say something like, I don't care what I have to say. Okay? And you're like, what? And it kind of makes you think, wait a second, maybe I'm projecting something. Maybe. Or you can turn around different ways. You can say, my partner does care what I have to say. Okay? And then you could turn that around and work with that. I'm not going to go into, I highly recommend Loving What Is, which is by Byron Katie, and it goes through all of this, and you can also check her out all over. She's very active and is doing awesome work. So, but what this video is about is I want to take this concept and actually go into imagery work, go into visualization, because your subconscious mind is all based on images, right? So your subconscious mind is programmed by feelings and by images, right? So it could be images from your memory, but we can create new images, right? So that's what subconscious training is all about. So you're going to take an intention, take your intention, which is what? Which is the thought that this issue, right, that you keep saying, that you are going to see, you're going to do these 4 questions, all right? So you take one thought that we've talked about. You take that intention, and then you're going to go into your subconscious mind. Now, I'm going to do a meditation on this that you can link below. It'll go to a YouTube video where it is going to do the meditation, but a guided meditation, okay? That's going to take you through this process. But you can do this on your own, so I'm going to take you through it. So basically what you do is you're going to relax, go and close your eyes, and taking this intention with you, you're going to create a safe place, a beautiful place in your mind. You're going to just start to relax, get into an alpha state. You can do this pretty quickly with a little practice. You can do it, just go to a quiet place and sit down. Once you're there, you're going to create an image of this thought, okay? So you just say, I'm going to form an image to yourself. Just let an image form that represents this issue, represents this problem, represents this statement, and really go in with the statement, okay? And once you do that, I want you to make an image of that statement. And when you get there, then you're going to start to ask the questions. Is what is in front of me true? Is what I'm looking at really real? Is it true? And then you're going to await your answer from within, and then you are going to say, can I absolutely know this to be true? And you just start to dialogue with yourself about this image, and if it is really true. Is it really true? Okay? You're going to form an image of that thought, and is that image real? Is it really real in your life? Okay. Who am I when I believe this to be true? So how are you feeling looking at this? Assess yourself looking at this image. How are you feeling with this image in front of you as being there for real, right? Are you scared? Are you in fear? Are you stressed out? Do you feel bad? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel out of control? Okay? Who would I be without this thought? So now in the subconscious mind, we are going to start to dialogue with this image and say, what if this image could change, right? What if we could transform this image? How would I feel then? How would I feel if the image was completely different? Or if I just looked away from this image and it wasn't there anymore? If it just disappeared for the moment, okay? You can do whatever feels good within your subconscious mind when dealing with this image, okay? You can make it smaller. How does it feel with the power to make that image smaller? Okay? How does it feel to maybe lighten the image up, right? Or maybe, step away from it a little further and get away from it a little bit. Or you can even, in subconscious training, you can even talk to the image. You can say, why are you here? Why are you presenting yourself in this way? Why are you here? And is there any way we can change this situation? And why I'm thinking this? And you can start to dialogue. Ask the image, what do you want from me? What is it you want? Is there anything I can do? And you can ask the image, this is what I would like from you. And just, it's amazing the dialogue that you can have with these images, with this resistance in your life. And you can go pretty deep into it, or you can just stick, with the basic questions here for now, okay? So once you get an idea of, oh, how would it feel to have this image, not have this thought, right? Not have this image, not have this thought of this image and just running around in my head. How would I feel if that were not in front of me right here, okay? Then I kind of went, but the next one is turn it around. Okay, so in imagery, you should already kind of be in the process of doing that and turning it around. Because when you go within the subconscious mind and you really start to quiet the mind, your superconscious comes in, and that is, you want to feel good. And you've dropped the rational and analytical side of you that is just on autopilot and that is looking and trying and trying and trying to, you know, maybe try to get better or try this, and you have opened yourself up more to the light and to positive energy that is natural for you. It is not natural to be in pain and in sadness and in anger. These are not natural things. They're just programmed into our mind. So when you go within, it's much easier to tap into your inner higher self, okay, or the energy within you, okay. So you can call upon that energy, okay, and there's different ways to do that as well. You can call upon that energy and start lighting up this thought or transforming it, turn it around. What would you want to see instead in front of you? What would be more ideal to see this thought? Okay, so in Byron has you actually turn the statement around completely. Okay, so what would be almost opposite? What would be almost opposite of this, the vision that you're seeing, that you saw at first? And you will naturally start to transform when you start to feel better and you decide, how would I be without that thought? Oh, I would feel so much better without this thought. And then when you're in your subconscious mind, you actually, I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel better. And as you're looking at this, you're saying, wait a second, this isn't what I want to see. I want to see this. You turn it around, you start to see something else in front of you. You start to see the truth in front of you. And you start to train your subconscious mind of what you want reality to be and what reality can be and will be if you continue to see it and in a different perspective and start to believe the real truth. You don't have to believe the truth of your thoughts. You can start to turn it around. And doing it through imagery will make it so powerful. Will make it so powerful to give that ideal image of this new thought, of this turned around thought. Does that make sense? So when you do that, and I have done imagery work with people where their resistance doesn't go away, but it transforms and they suddenly see it's light. A lot of times it just becomes light. It becomes something that they understand now, and that it's an aha moment a lot of times, like, wait a second, what's really real here? What is really true here? And you can come up with some amazing clarity and some amazing visions that you never thought you would come up with. And even some new just revelations. So I highly recommend you try going into that subconscious mind. Don't try, do it. Just close your eyes and do it. And I will guide you in a guided meditation on this process, this exact process. I'll link it below, and I highly encourage you to try it, and just before that, come up with that thought that you want to work on. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.